Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dokkan video. Today we'll be ranking every LR that released in the 10th anniversary. So, let's see what we have here. It's already ranked for you. Don't need it. I mean, this is no joke, no lie. This is the best unit I've ever used in my life. And this guy, you only need like one SCR orb for him to be good. This guy, put him slot 1, he'll tank. Trust. And yeah, so that'll do it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Hello guys, and today we will be ranking every LR in the 10th anniversary. So, now, let me preface by saying this. I think every one of these units is good in their own right. Even the fraudulent ones. And then let me also say, again, only the LRs, not URs, right? So we're not counting any of the free-to-plays or super easy A's, right? But we are counting the easy A's, the LR easy A's at least, right? Okay, so let's get started. First, but not least, we'll use, I think this is LR art, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We're going to start with this guy. Of course, this was a bit predictable, right? Because he is a free-to-play unit. But he's not the worst free-to-play unit, right? I mean, he greatly raises, hey, colossal damage too. And then you got greatly raises attacking defense for 1 turn and causing mega colossal damage. For a free-to-play, this is already, like, pretty good start, right? And then he also supports extreme class allies and gets an extra 10% for the demonic power category. He gets these little stats here though. He gets even more stats. Again, if you have a full decked out, let's see, per demonic power category ally or extreme class ally on the team. Depending on which member has the more. So yeah, that's how that works, by the way. If you don't know, you cannot mix and match. That is not how it works. You either do full extreme class or full demonic power. Don't do both, right? Don't. I mean, you can do both, right? They can be extreme class and demonic power, right? But you can either do full demonic power or full extreme class. I wouldn't like choose between, right? And then you can get 100% right there, which is 200% already. Hey. And when all allies are attacking in the same turn are demonic power category characters, or when all allies are extreme class characters, guards all attacks. So again, dude, that's not that hard, right? I mean, just have a full extreme class team, which I feel like isn't that hard with like the brawlers and stuff, and then put this dude in 3rd slot, and he has a way of like defending against like normals or even AoEs, right? Not super AoEs, I guess. And then he also has a way of defending against like super attacks, because in case he does get super attack, he has a high chance to dodge. Honestly, you could argue this guy's above the next person on the list, but yeah, this guy is 13. So yeah. I mean, I should just make this 13, really. Yeah, there you go, 13. I'm doing 3s because obviously if I did like it'd be a lot. There's 13 LRs, by the way. That's crazy. So yeah, that's that guy. But you could definitely argue him above the next person here, which, if anyone could have guessed, the first summable LR. Hello. So this guy suffers from being, where really it's this ability right here that like causes his downfall to happen, because he has basically no defense against super attack or even normals above 77% HP. So what's probably going to happen, more likely than not, is you're just going to get one shot, right? Of course, this can activate mid battle, so if you do get like maybe hit by a normal first, and I put you like at like, let's say 60% HP, right? And then you can get proc this up. But by the time you get that procced up, if you get hit by a super attack, I think you're still gonna get like fucking bullied, right? Because I mean, that's all he has. That's all the defense. Like, I mean, besides for pure stats, of course, he doesn't have any guard. He doesn't have any other DR. He doesn't have dodge. He doesn't have anything. Now, of course, after 4 turns have passed, can be activated from the 4th turn from start of battle. On the 4th turn of battle, you can go into Goku, which is a much better unit because he has an extra 10% DR, and he only needs to get 1 Rainbow Orb. Not that hard to get. He is not a Rainbow Orb changer, however. Just keep that in mind, right? Right, let me just make sure I'm right on that. Yeah, okay, he's not a Rainbow Orb Changer, but that's not that big of a deal, right? You only need the 1 orb. It's pretty easy to get 1 Rainbow Orb. I can see you getting unlucky, and maybe if you get unlucky, okay, the only reason why you ever use Frieza, if you get really unlucky, don't have any Rainbow Orbs, and you're below the threshold of the amount, then maybe I would consider transforming. But this guy also has Guard, so Guard plus 60% DR, but he's fine. He's got this character is getting held back so much by this guy. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get this guy and you're going to die. It is very annoying that this guy couldn't have, like, if this guy had Guard, it would, honestly, Guard would fix it. Give this guy just Guard and it would honestly be much better. Yeah, but, I mean, it just sucks. Because you basically have no, I'm curious how they take normals. Because, like, can they take normals? I don't know. I have them, I just don't use them for obvious reasons. Because there's so many other better units on the team. But yeah, that's where that guy goes. Now, I am open to debates and comments, right? I'm a person that can change their mind. You can argue maybe this guy above some other characters too, as well. You can argue this. You could definitely argue. Oh, whoops. You could definitely argue that, right? But, but I would say that's a bit harsh on this character here. I feel like you could argue this guy higher, especially the Goku. The Goku's just so much better than the Free. Like the Goku's actually a good unit. Like I would say Goku's a good unit. But the Frieza's an ass unit, so like it kind of like, you know, backfires. Anyways, up next we have, I'm sad to do this because I actually really like this character, Kaioken Goku. I actually do not have Kaioken Goku on my accounts, surprisingly. I was like, wait, I don't have Kaioken Goku? He's been out for a while. I guess I don't have him. But let's read his kit real quick, his Easy A kit. He did Easy A during the celebration. He did not come out, obviously, if you didn't know that. Now you do. Key plus 3. So this is just basically extra attack, extra key, which is nice, but not needed. This is a pretty strict category, though. I mean, strict restriction. You need a Vegeta enemy. That's not common, right? Like if it said ally or enemy or ally, I feel like that'd be better. But since it is just enemy, I feel like this is a very hard thing to get up. I feel like, but I mean, there's a couple, obviously, right? Basic effects, 200% attack, pretty decent stuff. He does orb change with STR orbs into STR orbs, so he is orb changing for STR. He gets extra key for STR orbs, so you really want STR orbs. That's going to be really apparent in a moment here. For 7 turns from this character entries, get extra 100% defense and key plus 10. So you're not going to be showing with key to this guy, you're going to have this key, and then you need like 2 orbs and you'll have plenty of key, right? And if you get this also off, I mean, you got 13 key already, I mean, you're fine. So basically these other 2 are pretty easy to get off then. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 159%. When attacking with 18 or more key, attack 159%. For every STR key sphere obtain, damage reduction 4%. When activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key, performs a critical hit. Guaranteed crit. And his thing hasn't changed at all. So I mean, but he does stun the enemy, I guess. His active skill is a little bit of a bitch to get off though. Can be activated when HP is 59% or less. That can be very problematic, but it's not like it's not the most uncommon thing. It's just, you know, it's, you know, the Blue Bros thing where it's like, yeah, okay. The HP restrictions like this are the worst. Like I prefer if it was more. Oh my god, it'd be so much better. Whatever. Like less than HP restrictions are usually god awful. Anyways. But yeah, this guy isn't bad. Again, I'll state this again and again. None of these characters are bad. I mean, but you know, he's a free-to-play. For a free-to-play, he's really good. For like an actual unit, he's like okay. Same with, I would say these 2. I feel like okay, now we're getting to the, like, there's a big jump right here. I feel like there's like that jump right there. Like we're going up like almost a tier almost every time now. But this guy is still pretty good. Like pure. Oh, whoops, spoilers. Grayler's also, I didn't go over his thing, but yeah, I mean, he also has pretty good things. He is sacrificing 4% HP every time he does a super attack, sadly. But that's not that big of a deal. 4%, I mean, not super, ultra attack, so you're only going to lose 4% every turn at most, which usually you probably are. But that's not that. I mean, it won't kill you, at least. This won't get you killed. Come on. Be for real. It'll be something else. It'll be the super attack that gets you killed. But he's got, I mean, you got 200% here, 300% for 3, and 459%. So that's 459% defense, pretty much for free, usually. And then you get this extra DR, which, you know, 4% really can up that to like 8 maybe or something. I don't know. It feels a little less. And you get this as well. And this, I don't think there's any built-in additional. Sadly, no, there's not. So I mean, you pretty much only get this, and maybe you can grab that one of those. I don't think it's worth it though. I mean, it's not really much. But, so, basically, this guy gets supered without, like, a couple of if he doesn't have SDR orbs, he's fucked, basically, in defense, in the defense department. So that's why this guy's so low on the list. It's because he's so unpredictable. Now, he can do crazy numbers. He can do he can tank really well, too. You get a full, like, you get a full, like, field of SDR orbs, and, psh, this guy's, he's good. He's good. But that's unlikely, right? And he's only SDR orb changing. Like, yeah, it's not. I wish they up this. I think they up this like to 7 or 8 even. I think it would be enough to make him better. He's not bad again. He's just that's why he's so far down this list, because he's so unpredictable. Anyways, you kind of got spoiled. But the next character is STR Evo Vegeta. Now, I did put this guy above King Goku. Again, you can maybe argue him above him, but this guy feels a little more solid to me in slot 2 than King Goku maybe. Again, you can argue. I would say any of these three. You could say this. You could say that. But like that's why honestly that's why there's like this tier right here is kind of good. I mean, whoops, I didn't fix this. There we go. Whoops, wrong one. You could argue any of them kind of above each other, because they kind of got like they're good in their own way, but they also have their flaws in their own way, right? I mean, Frieza's really bad at turn 1, but once you get into Goku, I mean, you're pretty good. This guy is, he might be a little high, honestly. he might be a little high. I don't know how I feel that, because this guy again. Okay, so you get the 30% DR, right? He is also orb changer, but he's rainbow orb changer, which is really good. I like that. This guy, I feel like he was meant to. Okay, this guy's definitely was meant to be beside the Goku. The Goku and Frieza. Like, this guy was made for beside them, because I mean, this rainbow orb changing, right? I mean, it's just literally made for the Goku, kind of. So this guy was supposed to be second slot. That guy was supposed to be first slot. The problem with second slot units, though, is that they're AoEs. AoEs are the problem. Locking is the problem, right? You can't, like, there's situations where you need to be able to tank attacks before, like you need something to help you, right? Nowadays. Damage reduction rate, 30% for 6 turns, right? Okay, so he's got 30% DR. That's not enough, though, right? And he's got a little attack here. Yeah, he's doing damage, whatever. Who cares about damage, right? Defense. So he's getting some defense, but it's gonna take a little while. It's for every attack performed, which will take a little bit to get up there. Of course, he can do 5 super attacks. Well, I guess yeah, up to 5 times. So okay, well, okay. I don't know I still don't know how I feel, right? He gets 7% damage reduction within the turn. So for every attack performed within the turn, he gets 7% DR. So he can be looking like, I mean, he can get up to like 50. I mean, it says up to 5 times. So you could, and these are guaranteed additional attacks, right? With a medium chance of super attacking. So you don't have the best chance of super attacking, but this just is for every attack performed, not every super attack performed, right? So it doesn't matter, right? So I mean, let's see, 5 times 7, 35. I mean, that's 65 DR. That's good enough. That's good enough to be like a good solid slot 2, right? After the character performs 6 or more attacks, super attacks in battle, damage reduction 30%. Now, I don't see it's not impossible, but it's not. I feel like it's very rare that you're gonna have this up and his intro up at the same time. But if you do get them both up at the same time, this guy's fucking a great tank. Fucking a real good tank, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you get both at the same time, but that's only going to be like 1 turn at most. Like, you're probably going to get that up, right? 1 turn at most. And then he's back to being like, I mean, he's basically just doesn't change at all, right? He actually loses attack, so he actually does less damage. But I think he stacks, right? Yeah, he stacks attack. Yeah, but only as Ultra, though. Whatever. And then after the character performs 7 or more super attacks in battle, gets guaranteed crit. Which, I mean, this guy's probably doing a pretty good amount of damage, right? He's not doing probably horrible damage. He's not doing like crazy probably, but he's doing decent damage. The problem is his defense is why he's so low. Again, you could argue him. Honestly, I'm curious about maybe even doing this. Because Frieza, listen. Frieza's bad, but Goku's good. Goku's real good. He's got the 60% DR plus guard. Dude, he's tanking everything. I actually think I'm going to put it like that. I think I am going to do this. I think I changed it a bit. Because this guy, the only thing he has is besides for pure stats, is his, like, DR that he is very, you know. But he can do massive amounts of damage, which is very nice. The damage is nice from this guy. He does good damage. But so does, like, most of the characters on this list. So it's like, whatever, dude. You're not doing anything special. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. I think this is good. I think this is good. Let me know in the comments below. Obviously, you can give your own freaking stupid advice. Doesn't mean I'll listen though. Anyways, next is someone that I had really low before, but I raised their ability because once I read the kit more and like I was like, okay, they're pretty good actually. They're actually very much like the free-to-play, actually, I would say. I feel like they're very similar to the free-to-play here. This is Int Super Saiyan 2 Gohan He Easy 8, or sorry, Super Easy 8. Very recently, I guess. I mean, like a couple of days ago. So let's read his. For his super attacks are kind of like ass. I mean, he does stack again. He kind of has the he has the thing on. He's basically, I mean, he doesn't get any attack on his super, which is a bit of a shame. That's definitely a but he's doing mega colossal damage, which is nice, I guess. He greatly raises his attack and raises defense for 1 turn. So he does stack on it kind of just balances out, really. I mean, he doesn't get any attack on this, but he stacks on that, so I guess it kind of balances out. Like, it's basically if he didn't stack at all almost, and he just raised both for 1 turn on both, right? Great raises on both, like that. I feel like that, or just raises attack and defense for 1 turn. If that was on both of these, I feel like it'd be around the same, which is really weird. I don't think he has any built-in additionals, does he? I don't think he does. I don't think he has any built-in additionals, which is weird. Why they don't just give him a. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Defense to so basic stats. Changes key spheres tech to int. So every tech, there's no tech on the board when he's there. Okay, and then also randomly changes key spheres of a certain type. Tech and int excluded to rainbow. So he's rainbow orb changing, int and int orb changing, I guess. Receives an additional key +2 per key you obtain. Pretty basic thing for an LR. Super class allies attack and defense 40%, so he's supporting. We love the support that's going around, by the way, guys. There's almost all these characters, like I think like 80% of them support some way, which is amazing. I love that. Kind of removes the purpose of banner units, but I don't care. When there is an extreme class enemy, all enemies defense down. So it's like whatever. This is like whatever. Chance of evading enemies attack 40% though, so he gets 40% evasion, so that's nice. So that can help with like super attacks, right? If he gets super, he has a way of like dealing with it besides just dying, right? When attacking with 12 or more ki, very common, I feel like. He doesn't get any ki though, keep that in mind. So you're really gonna be relying on these two, but you have these 2 abilities plus this ability, he should be fine, right? I mean, I can't imagine you somehow not getting ki unless like really bad luck happens to you. So this is probably easy to get off. So that's an extra 158% defense. So that makes 400% defense. Now we're at. This guy's going to do, for every key sphere obtained, 50% attack. I still think this guy's going to be doing not that much. Oh, well, let me stop talking, actually. So he does get this right here, right? 3 or more key spheres obtained, he gets 158. So plus, so if you get 3 key spheres, you're doing like 300% attack already, right? Because this is added on for every key sphere, right? With 7 or more key spheres, you do another 158%, and chance of performing critical hit 50%. With 10 or more key spheres, another 158%. With 15 or more key spheres, 158%. So if you get the 15 or more key spheres, which is a pretty tall number, even for this guy, I feel like. I mean, he's doing good. I mean, that's what, 300%. So 300%, 450, 600. 600 plus 15 times 50. So I mean, this guy's got 1,350% attack, which is nuts, right? That's a good amount. He's gonna be doing good damage there. So if you do get lucky, I mean, this guy's doing crazy damage. When HP is 50% or less, starting from the 4th turn of battle, from the start of battle, changes all key spheres to int, and damage reduction 30%. So basically, kind of like if you put this guy first slot, full heal. You get, I mean, yeah, they kind of, once you get to this point, they kind of want you to put him first slot, just, I mean, based on this right here, right? Although, the more I read the kit, the less I want to put him up that high, actually. I'm going to drop him. I'm going to drop him way down here. I think I had him right in the first place. I think I was right in the first place. Now rereading his kit, I realize. Wait, no, he's okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting about this. Yeah, no. He is this. I'm gonna raise him back up. Okay, never mind. I forgot about that. Again, there's so much of this guy's kit. You kind of forget what it's in his kit. Like, there's so much to read. Look, I mean, look at it. So yeah, he has a way of defending. 3 or more key spheres. Easy shit for this guy, right? And you get 50% crit and 50% DR, right? And if you get 7 more, you get guaranteed crit, which is nice. Did I skip over this somehow? I guess I did. But yeah, you get 50% DR. That's enough to tank normals. That should be plenty. That should be enough to tank normals, but it's not enough to tank super attacks. However, as long as you're facing a extreme class enemy, he has 40% chance to dodge. So I give this guy probably full dodge, honestly. Yeah, full dodge sounds a bit good. Full dodge. Give this guy a full dodge. I would give this guy a full dodge build, by the way, because, like, I mean, what other, like, you're gonna give him, like, well, you get, oh, the extra defense is gonna help, really. No, it's not. So just give him the dodge, I think, would be the way to go. And crit, he has guaranteed crit if he gets 7 more orbs. I wouldn't waste your money on crit. Raw defense, again, no. I just go dodge, honestly, because, I mean, making this better for when, you know, when he does get super attack, which he will eventually, you know, if you use him a lot, you're gonna want that dodge, because it's gonna come in clutch, or it won't. You know, that's kind of the reality of dodge. I think this is a good spot. I think, because he's got ways of dealing. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. You could again, just because of Goku, you could argue that, but I think I'm gonna stick with this. I think this is good. I think that's good. This unit and this unit are both, like, you know, if you're super fucking lucky, they're gods. This one in particular, I mean, this guy can be real, like, I mean, he can get up there and be, like, good. This guy, again, get Goku out, you're pretty sweet off. Again, you could argue, because this guy's got some flaws too, right? If he only 4% chance to dodge. If he doesn't dodge, you're dead. And the boss canceled. Just because the boss canceled, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. You can argue them, but Goku's so much better. Goku's really good. Goku's OP. Whoopsies. Spoilers. Yeah, but yeah. This guy, he's all right. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. You kind of got already spoiled. It's a little weird putting this guy so high. He's kind of bad, but I gotta put him high because that Goku is really saving his ass. I mean, it's good. I mean, you get the Goku out and he's great. So you were already kind of spoiled on this, but the next character we have up is Full Power Frieza, AGL. So he is good. He's not bad. Again, all these characters are good. I'll say it again. So his super attack will stack defense. Greatly stack attack. And then raises defense for 1 turn, and then greatly stacks attack and defense on his ultra, which is very good. We love that. Pretty basic starter kit. I mean, pretty basic attack, but he does get DR plus 20%, which is nice. A nice little bonus, but not enough. We know that. At the start of each turn, gets ki plus 1 up to 3 again, so he's just gonna be having better ki. I mean, I see some ki, a lot of ki here, so I think he's gonna be fine on ki. It doesn't look like he's gonna get the ki plus 2 for per keys you obtain or whatever, but I think he should be okay. I think eventually, maybe in the start he'll be bad, but I think by like time you get back to him, you should be good on ki. Attack and defense plus 50%, launches additional super attack for 4 turns. You know, I mean, it's like whatever. I mean, after receiving an attack, right? So he doesn't get it. So again, they want you to put him first slot. I mean, you can put him second slot, but I mean, this is gonna be a little wasted on it a little bit, right? Because it's gonna count that as a turn, right? So it's gonna be like 4 turns. You're only going to get, instead of getting 2 uses out of this, you're only gonna get 1 use out of it. For every attack received, ki plus 1 up to 3 ki again. So again, I feel like after the first turn, you should be looking good on ki. Maybe the first turn you might struggle though. Gym reduction rate 7% up to 20%. Again, this is infinite though, so you get hit 3 times, and you'll be to your max, right? But 40%, again, not enough to tank. Not enough. Take normals, but not supers. As the first attacker in the turn, the damage reduction 30%. Now we're up to a point at 40%. Now we're up to 70%. That's still not enough to tank the big supers in the game. I think you can tank. He'll live it, but he won't tank it. I feel like 400k to 500k, you know. But he is stacking. I mean, this guy doesn't seem that bad to me. 70% should be enough to tank most supers in the game. Although the big boys, I don't know, man. They'd be hitting hard sometimes. I don't know if it would be enough. As a second or third attack in turn, attack plus 50% and great chance of launching additional super attack. You got 40%. Second slot should, for 1 turn from the character's entry point, you can guard all attacks. This is turn 1, he's probably looking pretty good. This is kind of like make up for this. Like, you won't have this up, so this is kind of like this is better than this. But, they're trying to, make sure he's not going to die in slot 1, turn 1. So you're probably good to put this guy turn 1, slot 1. Turn 2 or turn 3, slot I guess the next time you get a bomb rotation, yeah, you can put him slot. I think he'd be fine in slot 1 usually. I'm just scared about like a super tech hitting him. For 6 turns from the character's entry turn, you get 150%. 150% attack and defense. So that's that's 350% right there. This should be like, why is it so low? It should be like up here. Feels like, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Starting from the 7th turn from the character's entry, though, you lose the defense. So again, after 7 turns, he's gonna be looking a little weaker even then, right? I mean, I assume he would have stacked a bit from then. So hopefully that'll make up for losing this up. I imagine it will actually. I mean, yeah. I mean, you should be fine. And you also lose 50% attack as well, I guess. When there's a superclass enemy, which isn't uncommon, you get an extra attack 100% and a 50% chance of critting. So that's pretty nice as well. And then if your enemy is Goku, then guarantee crit. And then can be activated when facing only one enemy. Pretty easy. Whose class is superclass? HP is 30% or less. Wow. Wait, is that actually the... No. Wait, is there supposed to be like an or here? There's no way this is one line. So it has to be one enemy, has to be superclass, and their HP has to be 30% or less. I mean, that's not as hard as it might seem. I mean, you're just basically once you get to that threshold and you activate this, you're probably gonna kill them unless they're like a really tough boss. That's fine though. I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, again, not the worst, not the best either though. You know, whatever. Again, this is why this guy's kind of low right here. I think this is a good place to put him though, but he's pretty solid. Definitely more reliable than this guy, I think, and most of these guys down here. They're just a pretty solid kit all around. Like, there's not too many errors going on, right? But next we have one of my personal favorites. I think my second favorite unit from this anniversary, which is, where is he at? There he is. Super Saiyan 2 Phi Gohan. He is actually pretty good, I would say. So, I guess we'll just read the kit and I'll just say my thoughts afterwards, right? Launches additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack per existing enemy up to 5 within a turn, and launches 2 additional attacks. Launches 2 additional super attacks. So, guarantee you're launching 3 super attacks, right? Or sorry, yeah, guaranteed you're launching 3 super attacks, right? You're getting your 1 off, and then you're getting these 2 off as well. Guaranteed. Then... there's at least one enemy, so you're guaranteed launching an additional attack that has a medium chance of being a super attack. And then if you have multiple enemies, I mean, it can go up to 5 times, right? So you can launch a crazy amount. You can launch, like, I think, 7 technically in a turn, counting Hidden Potential System, right? 5, 7, 9. You can launch 9 super attacks, which is counting, the Hidden Potential, right? So 9 is the most you can do. But that's crazy. That's a lot. But you're not gonna get that first part up most of the time. I mean, you get the first one, like you get 1 up, right? But you're not gonna be facing multiple enemies that that often. It isn't like. I mean, they did add a little more this time. Usually it's always only 1, but this time they added a little more. They added a couple 2 and 3, couple here and there, right? But yeah, most of the time you're gonna get this up though. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I mean, that alone is pretty good. I mean, he's not stacking at all, which is a real shame, and he's only raising attack and defense for 1 turn, so he's not greatly raising like some other people are, or not massively raising like some people are. He's doing colossal damage though, and mega colossal damage is nice. I mean, most of these guys are nowadays, right? Key plus 5. I mean, so good key boost right there. Attack and defense plus 258%. Guards all attacks. Damage reduction. I mean, this alone already makes him. This makes him solid. He's a solid SOT 2 already, right? He's taking he should be taking like every AOE in the game. Super attacks though is where he's gonna be like looking a little like receives an additional key plus 1 per key you obtain. Again, I don't think this guy really struggles for key too badly. I mean, maybe in the beginning you might struggle a little bit, like to get that 24 key, but I feel like you can get 18 key pretty reliably. And there's so many org changes nowadays that it should be pretty easy, I imagine. When attacking, so he gets 158% attack, which is nice. For every attack performed, key plus 1 up to 5. Attack and defense plus 10% up to 80%. So this guy, I've used this guy extensively actually, so I think I know how he works pretty well. I mean, it's pretty basic kit, pretty basic stuff here. When receiving an attack, defense plus 158% again. So I mean, basically, wow. When doing an attack, I'm basically just I get this. I think this is kind of stupid, like to add these things, because like just make it like. I think there is an actual reason. I think how they like stack the percentages, right? up, like, you know, how, like, it's added on, I think is different. But it is a little weird they do it like this. But basically, he's doing, that's what, 400, a little over 400% now, defense, and a little 400% attack, right? And he's getting this, too, with everything. Starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, attack plus 158%, and defense 58% when attacking with 18 or more ki. Pretty easy to get off there. Performs a critical hit when activating the active skill, or when attacking with 24 ki. So you get 24 ki, you get guaranteed crit. This guy is kind of like just an all-around, like, if I had to give, and he also has the active skill, which has ultimate damage, gives him 24 ki, which is nice. So guaranteed, you know, crit, I guess, guaranteed crit plus, I mean, basically 2 guaranteed crits, right? Because you're gonna get the guaranteed crit from his ultra, and you're also gonna get the guaranteed crit from his like his active skill. You also get a little extra attack for the turn. It's not that bad. It's not that bad of a activation condition right here. It's not that bad at all. This guy's just an overall, like, solid character to have. Like, he's a solid character. That's all. But it's kind of a shame. I was hoping he was like a new beast going. He's not really a new beast going. It's like, he's just like a solid character. He's not good in slot 1. Don't put this guy in slot 1. He's not a slot 1 character. He's a slot 2 or 3, right? This guy, but he's just... his biggest flaw here is that he really can't survive a super attack. I feel like if he got hit with, like, one of the big boys, he wouldn't get back up, you know? And I think that's where he struggles at right there, is getting hit by those big super attacks. But like everything else, he's like, so, I mean, he does decent damage, he does decent defense. I mean, he's decent in everything he does besides for, like, tanking, I guess, big boy super attacks. That's why he's kind of lowish. I mean, you could definitely argue that or something. I feel like that maybe can be argued, but I just like this character so much. Maybe my bias is a bit spreading in, but I think this is the lowest you could argue him, because this guy's so inconsistent that I don't know how I feel about that, right? This guy's just such a solid character, though. Whoopsies, wrong super percent too. There we go. He's got the guard, he's got the DR. I mean, he's tanking, like, well, right? He's not tanking like a bitch. You can still tank most supers in the game, right? I mean, he's usually fine. It's just like those maybe like big ones, right? It can really maybe chip him in. I think if he stacked some, that could really help. If this was like just got rid of the 1 turn, this guy's looking pretty good too. Now next we have, a fan favorite, people. People were very disappointed by this guy's EZA, including me. Namek, LR, Super Saiyan, Goku, Int, whatever. I said all the things. Which is, where's he at? There he is. There's the guy. This guy. Oh, yeah. Did he get a boost? Was this 170 and now it's 180? I'm not sure. I'm gonna check right now. No, it was 150. Wow, he got a 30% boost. That's nice. So this guy, let's just read his kit. He greatly stacks defense on his super, and he raises attack for 1 turn on his super. I don't know. And then he greatly stacks attack and defense on his ultra. So you do get some attack stacking, right? And then ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 2%. Again, very basic, streamlined, basic effect there. And he also gets a 20% DR. It feels like that maybe is just like, now that's the streamline, right? It's funny how these two both have the same thing, basically. After receiving an attack, launches an additional super attack for 4 turns. So guaranteed additional super after receiving attack. So you really want to, again, especially at least for the first turn, you want to put this guy turn 1. I mean, sorry, slot 1, turn 1, right? Because you really want to get this off, and then you want to use this to its best abilities, right? For every attack received, ki plus 1 up to 3 ki, attack and defense 20% up to 59%. So you only need 3 attacks. I mean, that's pretty easy to get off, right? 3 attacks, nothing. As the first attack in the turn, attack 59%, damage reduction 30%. So now you're at the 50%. Yeah, sure, why not? As the second and third attack in a turn, attack 100% and launch an additional super attack. So he's getting even more stacks off again. This guy is like a stacking character, right? You want to stack him up. For 6 turns from character's entry, guards all attacks. Okay, so guard plus 50% DR. Especially for the first turn. I don't know, man. Maybe after some stacks, I think he'll be fine. But I think turn 1, he'll struggle a bit, for sure. Especially against those big boy super attacks. But against normals, he should be fine. But again, the big boy super attacks, when they come in, right? Pause. When there's an extreme class enemy, again, pretty common, probably more common than super class enemy. but attack plus 59%, and high chance of performing a critical hit. So 50% chance got 50% chance of critting. When there is an enemy whose name includes Frieza, reporting a critical hit. This is a very rare thing to happen, right? I mean, how many fights, right? A handful of fights to do that, right? So I mean, this isn't likely, but I would have give this guy crit. Come on, don't give this guy crit. Give this guy. The only option is additional or dodge. I refuse to accept any. I get he has this ability, but you only need 3, buddy. You're gonna get it even with the $30, right? You're gonna get hit a couple times at least. But at least the $30 will help you against those big boy super attacks, which this guy might not be able to handle, especially turn 1. Okay, and then his Anger Kamehameha can be activated when only facing one enemy whose class is Extreme Class, who HP is 30% or less. Again, for same thing with Frieza, kind of like the finishing, like a little blow. Although this guy's going to be doing a lot less damage than the Frieza. This guy is probably all tank. At first turn, especially, I don't think he's not even that good of like a tank. Like for what he like. For the Easy A that he is, he's like a mainstream Easy A right here. Easy A during the 10th anniversary, he was a worldwide unit. He's a very popular unit. He's not even that. He should be a better tank. I feel like he should be on Beast Gohan's level, and he's not there. He's not bad, of course. Again, this guy. Again, none of these characters are bad. I have to read that one more time, but I'm just pointing out the flaws in their kit, right? The flaw in this guy's kit is that he can't tank those big boy super attacks, especially turn 1. Maybe like turn 5 or something. Then you can start talking. But like until he gets a lot of this up, he's not looking too hot. So that's why this guy is so low, although he is above the Frieza in 2 regards. I do put this guy the reason why this guy's above the Frieza, I mean, he can be, I mean, defensively better than this Frieza, right? And especially after this, I mean, again, 70%, I prefer, again, yeah, I mean, again, this guard is better than this. But this guy also runs out of guard, doesn't he? Does he run out of guard? Wait, hold on. He does run out of guard. Ugh. I don't know, man. Now I feel like this should be right. But this guy does have, I don't know. Because this guy does have, yeah, okay. No, okay. Then maybe this right here, actually. Yeah, okay. I'll do that right there. Fine. I'll put this guy a little lower. Because this guy only has a 20% DR plus the guard. And this guy has like 70% DR plus the guard. And then after that, he still has 7% DR. Which is probably better than, I mean, it's probably around the same, honestly. I don't know. We're doing that. Fuck you guys. It's around the same, probably. But yeah, this guy, I mean, he's good. He's good. He's good. Yeah, I mean, but once this runs out, dude, you're not looking hot. Oh man, I'm just, but you do, no man, I almost want to do that. I might do that because like this guy's solid like throughout the entire fight. He only gets better, although but he is what he is, right? This guy, he gets weak. I don't know, but I mean, is the stacking really that good though? Is it really that good? We're just gonna leave like that and let me know in the console though. Again, some of these characters you could like argue above each other if you get like really lucky. This guy, I feel like at turn 7, dude. Let's see how that looks. I don't know. Maybe if the stacking it is enough. I don't know. Anyways, next up, we have my favorite unit from this anniversary. I know the typical ones are Gogeta and Vegito, but my second favorite. I guess this is my third favorite unit, the Gohan right here. That's my third favorite. Where's he at? Oh my god, I'm blind. Where is he at? I just saw him. Wait. Where is he at? Oh my god, he doesn't exist. There he is. There's the guy at. He is right there. So let's read this guy's kit. This guy is a overall good unit. So in his base form, Ki plus 3 defense, 200%, high chance of remembering critical hit, no problems on Ki, as you can see there with those abilities. Power Beyond Super Saiyan category allies get the extra defense 50%, which is nice. So that also applies to him as well. If it doesn't say self-excluded, this also applies to him, right? So he's also supporting right there. For 4 turns from the character's entry turn, gets a great 70% chance of dodging. It gets guaranteed guard. So for 4 turns, you're pretty much, I mean, you're looking pretty good. You have a way of taking normals. You have a way of dodging those powerful super attacks. This guy in this form is a viable slot 1 unit temporarily, right after the 4 turns. Obviously, don't put him slot 1. Even slot 1 right now, he's like, But, as long as he dodges those first couple attacks, and he should be able to handle his normals pretty well with the guard. Although, if it's hard-hitting normals, maybe not. We want to dodge those. But for every 3 key spheres when attacking, he gets 30%. Again, he's not orb changing those, so I mean this is like a you're probably only getting it's gonna be rare. It's gonna be a rare day when you get 6 orbs, right? So you're pretty much just getting this one boost. You can get up to 3 orbs pretty easily. I feel like though, even without the orb changing. Although I don't know, easily is a stretch. I mean, there is people orb changing around him, so maybe that is more possible. But by himself, that isn't very likely. So I can't really give that to him. Right? I can't be like, oh, their team's good, so that way they're good, right? I can't do that, right? When attacking with 24 ki, he gets a crit. So, I mean, this guy is all around like a solid unit for the first 4 turns. After that, I would switch instantly into this guy. He turn 1, goes into this gray free damage. But that's basically all I have to say, free damage. And then he goes into his Super Saiyan 4. This is all in the same turn, by the way. So he goes from Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4. This is like, oh, now a turn later you get this guy. No, you get him straight up. This guy stacks. Oh wait, I didn't read the guy. He doesn't do any stacking in his base. Wow, okay. He does greater raises though both times, so he's greater raising, I guess, but he isn't stacking. But once he goes in Super Saiyan 4 though, he is stacking, but he's not greater anymore. But he is raising defense, and then he raises defense, causes immense cost of damage, and this is where everyone. This is the ability that everyone loves. Raises allies' attack and defense by 44% for 2 turns. Self-excluded. So although he does not get this extra 44% boost, it is perfectly okay, right? Because I mean that's good support. I mean he's supporting all allies. I didn't say all allies, which is weird, but yeah, raises all allies attack and defense by 44% for 2 turns. So the next rotation also gets the the fruit of labor, right? And then basic effects, ki +4, attacking defense plus 200%. Again, pretty basic thing right there. Receives an additional ki +2 per ki up turn. Again, perfectly fine. That should stop him from, plus the ki +4, he should be fine on ki, right? Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Giant 8 Power category allies defense 70% and damage reduction 10%. So he's giving DR plus defense to himself plus all allies under those 2 categories. That is insane support. Plus this, usually, I mean, if you don't get this off, it's a bit of a shame, but you should be able to get it off pretty easily with all the keys he's got. Dude, if you're Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Giant 8, bro, you're eating good with this guy on your team. He's also guarding all attacks, so 10% plus guard, not bad, not bad, not bad. For 4 turns from the character's entry turn, performs a critical hit, so guaranteed critting for 4 turns. That's crazy already. When attacking, attack and defense plus 200. Attacking defense 100%. So that's up to 300%. For every 4 ki when attacking, I don't know why they upped that. That's kind of annoying actually, but you do get more. I guess it is better. You get 44% attack and defense. Again, this guy isn't orb changing at all, but people next to him might be. So I guess you could maybe get the 8 ki, but 8 ki orbs, but that's kind. Wait. Oh no, sorry. Oh my god, I apologize. I've been misreading this. I thought it was ki orbs. No, it's just ki plain, right? So it's 4 ki for every 4 ki. Okay. That makes his ability way better. This guy, I mean, dude, fucking get the 24 ki, and that's what? That's 8? 8 times 44? Wink. Sorry, I got my calculator on my other screen. 8 times 44. That is 352% attack and defense right there if you're up to 24 ki, which is, I feel like this guy pretty possible. Again, people orb changing next to you. I feel like that's not the And then for when he ki is 24, he launches an additional super attack. So you're up to 24 ki. Dude, bro, this guy's fucking. He's doing decent damage. He's critting. He has decent defense, right? He's good slot 2 or 3. I wouldn't put this guy for slot 1 at all. After the 4 turns, don't put this guy slot 1 at all. When HP is 40% or 44% or less at the start of turn, recovers 44% HP. So basically, almost a free center beam, just if you're, just in case, So this guy is supporting plus. So that's a team. I mean, we're talking about team. We're getting to the point where we're talking about team protecting mechanics right now. This guy is protecting the team. He's protecting the team with that support, right? And then he's also recovering HP for free, basically. In case you're low, right? For every attack performed, gets ki +1 chance performing crit 20%. For every attack received, ki +1 chance performing critical hit 20%. These are infinite, so basically you get a combination of I think any combination of performing attacks / receiving attacks up to 5, basically, and you get to 100% crit. And basically, after this is gone, you'll have one of these up, right? You'll probably, almost always you'll have like enough of these up to get to back to 100% crit. Also, by the way, this guy's ki will be just insane eventually, right? He's just gonna have like a 24 ki just for breathing. Again, this guy's very good. I love this guy so much. This guy is a great slot 2. I love him. He's personally on my team. I like him. He's a good slot 1 as well. He's good with these other people down here. He's good combo right there. Anyways, let's get into the next character. which may be surprising. I didn't expect this guy to be so high, but I put him pretty high. I haven't seen enough of him yet though. I'm a bit skeptical putting him this high, but based just on his kit, he looks really good. He's basically the new Beast Gohan right here, right? So activates the interest animation when there is an enemy whose name includes Goku. A bit of a rare ability here. Didn't we just go over this? Who had this? Was it the Goku that had the same ability? Who had the same ability? Yes, it was the Goku who had the exact same ability. Makes sense because I mean it's just instead of Goku it's Vegeta, right? So yeah, he gets that. Again, it's some extra attack, but again, not. I mean, this is a bit more common than the Vegeta, I think, but again, still kind of a rare thing to happen. Kind of just like an extra bonus if you do get it off, right? But this should not be. If this was vital to his kit, this guy'd be fucked in the ass. But it's good. Good thing it's not. It's not really vital, right? It just gives him a little extra attack and gives him a little extra key. I mean, it is nice to have for like this, but let's get into it. Anyways, basic attack, basic effects, sorry. Key +3, attacking defense +20%, so he's getting key right there. He's getting extra 20% DR. He also has this, receives an additional key +1 per key star obtained. Again, a pretty standard LR ability right there. And he guards all attacks. So already, he's kind of looking like almost like the Gohan, right? He's looking very similar to this Gohan over here, right? With the guard +20% DR, right? So very similar stuff, but let's keep reading, right? When attacking with 12 or more key, attacking defense 160%. When attacking with 18 or more key, defense 160%. After guard is activated, key +3 and attacking defense 60% for 3 turns. As the first attacker in the turn, defense 60%, damage reduction 40%. So now we're up to 60% DR plus guard. That should be enough for taking everything in the game, right? Again, new Beast Gohan right here. I mean, put this guy first slot and he's looking clean. As a second or third attacker in the turn, attack 60%, launches this additional attack that has a great chance of being a super attack. Again, definitely not meant for a second slot. They want you to put him first slot. When attacking with 24 key, attacks are effective against all types. This guy doesn't have any crits, I would say. So it might be, you could argue giving this guy crit, definitely for sure, since he has none, right, in his kit at all. No key, no crit, not even for his giant form. Oh, okay, he does have guaranteed crit in his giant form, I guess. But again, that is his giant form, right? So I mean, it's not doing that much, anyways. I mean, I guess probably post EZA he's probably doing a lot, but yeah, but you know, yeah, you get it. You could get this guy crit. Additionals wouldn't be the worst investment. He does greatly raise attack. That could be very. I mean, yeah, I would say I'd probably go full additional, maybe even dodge. I mean, you could go dodge on this guy. Doesn't, but he is, in case he doesn't. I mean, in case he does get that big super attack, and he should be able to tank those. If a world where 60% DR plus guard isn't enough, dude, they're just gonna get crazy. Like, what are they gonna do? 99% guard? I mean, sorry, 99% DR, dude, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, this guy's a great first slot unit. Very good, very good, good character. Though I haven't used him that much, so I can't give too much of an input. I don't want to be like, he's the best in the game here, folks. He's the best in the game, especially when there's some other people around, right? Anyways. On to the next character. Gods. I know people are surprised to see these guys. Actually, they're not. They're gonna be surprised by the next pick. I think the gods are something they're used to. They're not used to this one though. They're gonna be surprised by my list here. I think they're expecting something, but they're wrong. When activates instant animation upon entry, I did read their kit I read their kit very recently. I think I did it like 2 days ago, but I'll read it again here. Damage reduction 77% for 1 turn, and launches the super attack for 1 turn. Key +2 and attacking defense for attacking defense 100% and guards all attacks for 7 turns. For 7 turns, this guy's looking pretty good though. Basic effect: attacking defense 200%, receives an additional key +2 per key you're obtained. So again, not like he shouldn't be showing over key at all, especially with these two abilities combined, right? For every key sphere obtained, attacking defense 10% up to 77%. So that's nice. It's not permanent though, so it's per turn, right? For every rainbow key sphere, for every rainbow key sphere obtained, chance for performing a crit 10%. Again, not the best ability here. Doesn't really matter. I mean, the most you're probably getting is 50%, right? I feel like that's the most you're ever gonna get. I mean, and this guy in his base isn't rainbow orb changing, so it's not likely, right? This is a bit of a shitty ability right here, right? When attacking with 17 or more key, launches a super attack. When attacking with 20 or more key, attacks are effective against all types and launches additional super attack. Now, this is very important to mention because it's very important to the kit. For both ultra and super attack, they're greatly raising attacking defense. So this guy, I mean, dude, you get all these off. The 20 key, dude, you get what, 2, 3, 4 plus that. right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 5. You can do counting him potential system. You can do 5 super attacks, and you get all 5, brother. You're gonna be looking real good. And then after 4 turns have passed, which is pretty easy to get off, you transform before that runs out. You really want to transform. If this runs out, the 7 turns runs out, just transform instantly. There's no real benefit of staying in that form after the 7 turns. I wouldn't stay in that form even. I don't know. I guess you could stay a little longer if you want to get more stacks in. But you get the same ability again, basically. Damage reduction 77% for 1 turn. So great tank turn 1 of this character. So you get 2 turns of basically. Attack and defense 300%. Receives an additional key +2 per key sphere obtained. Attacks are effective against all types. Guards all attacks. High chance of performing a critical hit. Medium chance of evading enemies' attacks. Changes key spheres int to rainbow. Interesting. So if you get these two, I just imagine rotation. Tech to int. So you get int, and then you get all these int orbs, and then they all go rainbow. It's really funny. It'd be really funny, right? I mean, you usually get a rainbow fillet, right? I mean, there's gonna be crazy rainbow orbs, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, guard plus 97% DR, plenty right there. So even after that runs out, though, that's a way of defending against. Plus, his defense is probably gonna be looking pretty fucking good. Also, he massively raises attack and greatly raises defense, and then massively raises attack and defense for 4 turns, and disables enemies' action in 1 turn. Which means he could get rid of the super attack or just normal, I guess, or AoE or anything, right? Disables 1 action, right? Could be anything. So he does have a way of defending against those normals, even after this runs out. And then, but this is where I'm like, medium chance they couldn't have made it high, right? They couldn't have made it high. Okay, but we'll get into more of the carry here. But this is their way of defending against big boss super attacks. For 4 turns from the character's entry turn, rainbow changes key spheres of a certain type and excluded to rainbow key spheres. So not tech excluded, which is a bit weird. But yeah, I mean, basically, it makes sense actually if you think about it, but whatever. So basically, double orb changing, right? So I mean, this is only for 4 turns though. So once this runs out, you're going to be completely relying on this, right? For every key sphere obtain per turn, right? Attack and defense 10% up to 100%. Nice, 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 nice. For every rainbow key sphere obtain, chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemy's attack 10%. But you can only get up to 5, right? 5 is the max, correct? So you're at most you have 80% dodge and you have guaranteed crit, which is nice. And for the first 4 turns, I would say it's actually more than likely that I feel like you will be getting those 5 orbs, at least 4 orbs off. But after that, I feel like it's gonna be more like 3, can be 4 though. But I feel like 3. It's still pretty good, right? It's still around like a 60% chance of 60 to 80% chance of dodging, right? But 80 is the max. I wish it was guaranteed dodge. I really do wish. I kind of do wish it was guaranteed dodge. Since I feel like the 5 orbs is a little rare, or at least 90%. They could have said 40% chance of dodging, and then made it. Yeah, 40%, and then made it. You know, they could have made it. But whatever. But yeah. So I mean, they're good. But you know, you could get bad luck with the rainbow orbs here, or just bad luck with dodge, or the boss dodge cancels. Can you believe it? A lot of bosses nowadays dodge cancel. So I mean, guarding isn't enough. So first turn they'll be fine, obviously, even if they don't dodge, right? But after that, I mean, you know, just saying. 7 more key spheres obtain. Launches additional super attack with 20 or more key though. You get another super attack. And when activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key, gets additional 50% attack. When attacking, performs at a critical hit and launches additional super attack when the enemy's HP is 50% or more. So you're doing a little more damage and getting those. Again, I mean, you're massive raising attack, so it's looking pretty good. I mean, this guy's attack is gonna be crazy though. It's gonna be nuts. And then when receiving attack, enemy evades guaranteed evasion when HP is 50% or less. Again, that's a bit of a, it's a bit of a risky ability. Not that risky though. I mean, again, most of the time you're getting 1 shot, but if you do get left on, like, I don't know, if you get hit by a super titan and you're left on 10% HP, this guy won't die for you. This guy will never die because he can't die. I mean, after that he can die. I mean, after you use that ability once though, that's all you get, right? That's all you get. You get that little freebie and that's it. This guy's still really good though. I mean, obviously he's like what is that, 3? Yeah. He's looking. Yeah, he made it 3rd place. He's still really good. I'm just saying, like, there are, some, you know, there is a possibility that the boss dodge cancels, or the possibility that, you know, you just don't dodge, or the possibility that you don't get enough rainbow orbs. There's 3 possibilities right there. That's why he's cut on 3rd, and why these other 2 are above him, because they feel a little more solid. Of course, you get all this. I mean, look at this fucking beast of a kit right here. He's doing crazy. But this guy might be doing the most damage in the game, maybe. I mean, dude, he's mass raising attack right here. He was already greatly raised attack in his pre-ZA. He's getting a couple stats right here. He's getting effective against all types. He's getting guaranteed crit almost, basically. I mean, dude, he's looking off the wazoo, right? He's doing crazy damage. But on to the next character. We have AGL LR Gogeta. Now, I think people are a little surprised that isn't the force here. I think they're a little surprised. I think I can go ahead and just cancel all these. I think it's a little, I mean, you might be a little surprised by the result, but we're going to cancel a lot of these. So now we're on to, I mean, you can kind of see who it is if you know the titles, I guess. We're on to Gogeta here. Gogeta is a very good character. I'm gonna go through a brief summary of this guy, because I mean there's a lot to go over. I'm not going over all. Basically, if I had to summarize this guy up, he's a good slot 2 unit for the first 3 turns of battle, but then after that he's looking kind of a bit fodder, honestly. After the 3 turns, I would say he's like, oh no, you get the double guard. I'm gonna say you do lose a 300% defense. I think I'm gonna say at the 3 turns, I'm a bit scared to keep this guy in slot even 2 or 3 even. I would say this guy can't tank. I feel like this guy wouldn't be able to tank the big boss super attacks after the 3 turns, right? But before the 3 turns, I would say are up, he would be able to tank most of the big boss super attacks in the 2nd or 3rd slot. Can be an okay first slot if need be. Like as long as you don't get super attacked in first slot, that's only like if you get normals though, you should be fine against normals. And then you have this other form. After 4 turns, you will be able to. Sorry, after 4, yeah, from the 4th turn of battle, you can transform into, or switch to rather, into Goku. You can switch back and forth between these guys if you didn't know that. I mean, you know, that's kind of how the whole reversible exchange thing works. So this guy is a solid slot 1 character. Now, if the boss does cancel dodge, however, this guy is not a viable slot 1, which is a bit of a shame though. And if he doesn't dodge the big boy super attack, he does have a 80% chance to dodge most of the time, which is a pretty good chance of dodging. Then you know he's probably gone, and he also guards against in case he does get hit by a normal. He should be fine though with guard, I think, and then plus the defense. He should be a solid slot 1 unit if the boss doesn't cancel dodge. Now he also is so they both support successors and fusion. However, this one gives attack and the other one gives defense. So just keep that in mind, I guess, if you want to like, so assuming like if you're about to activate like an active skill, maybe switching this into the Goku, so that way you get the attack buff for the active skill. And then after 4 turns, sorry, not 4 turns. Let's see. It is. This is not the right character. There you go. Okay. They both have active skills. This one though transforms into this one you're gonna be activating most of the time. This one goes into Gogeta. Can be activated starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. So after you can switch, 1 turn after you can switch, you can go into Gogeta. And if this guy, you want to activate his active skill, he causes ultimate damage to enemy and delays single target enemy's attack for 1 turn and guaranteed evasion for 3 turns. So not a bad ability here. I mean, that's a pretty good pretty good active skill. But Gogeta obviously is better here. So Gogeta lasts for 4 turns. As you can, I don't know where it says that, but yeah, he lasts for 4 turns. I guess it would say in his, yeah, but he lasts for 4 turns. Anyways, he is a full heal. He is, I'm just gonna summarize. Basically, he's a sensor being. He's a great defensive unit. He's a great offensive unit. For every rainbow key sphere obtained, he gets 5% DR. So if you want to give him a couple more, and attack plus 50%, right, for every key sphere. So if you want to give him a bunch of rainbow key spheres, that's a good idea. But you can give this guy 1st slot, 2nd slot, 3rd slot. Doesn't matter. He's gonna be a great tank, great offense, right? He's an all-around good unit. The only thing I will say, besides for the support here, he has no like team protecting mechanics, right? Yeah, but he also has Scouter too. So he is team protecting, right? But you know, I'm saying this because there's another character that's very similar to him that is for team protecting. Anyways, next we have is the unit I was talking about, which I think this maybe was predictable. If I can find him, there he is. is the Vegito, or the Tech Goku and Vegeta. Now, again, basically the same thing. This guy's a good slot 2. He can be an okay slot 1 for the first 3 turns, I would say, but not really. Really want to keep this guy slot 2. After the 3 turns is up, however, he, again, like the Vegeta, like this guy, like the Vegeta, this guy, right? He's not, I wouldn't say he's the greatest slot 2 either. I would say he definitely could use, like, I don't know, something in the slot 2, something else maybe. Like, I don't know, if they raise us like the 40%, I think would be great or something. Because even with a big boss super attacks, right? Even in slot 2, he's not tanking nowhere else. This guy, however, again, this guy, I don't know, man. Sometimes you really want to get these stacks in. You really want these stacks, because like if I have them stacks, against big boss super attacks, slot 1, he's not tanking, right? So you really want to get those stacks in. You really want to be above 10 or more key, so that way you have 7% DR, 7% DR plus guard. That should be plenty. Which is weird. I guess maybe I didn't get it above 10 key, which would be weird because he almost gets. I mean, it's pretty easy to get the 10 key. But one time he took like a lot of damage, but I don't know, man. Based on everything I've read, he should be good in slot 1, but I would want a couple of stacks before he gets a big boss super. I prefer at least after he goes through one of his phases, like after supering once or twice, I think he's fine to take big boss super attacks. But again, same ability. If you don't want to activate Vegito, then you get Ki plus 3, attacking defense plus 18%, and guards all attacks in battle. That's pretty useless, though. I mean, again, unless you're planning to put this guy's second slot only, it doesn't matter because you're getting Guard attack and first slot anyways. But you do get the extra attacking defense and key. But again, most people are going after Vegeta, which you can activate starting from the 5th turn of battle and last for 4 turns, just like Gogeta. This guy, depending on which one you choose, actually, Gogeta is the one where it's like, it doesn't really matter who you choose, and I mean it does matter a little bit. Obviously, he'll do a little more damage. You stick with Vegeta. It does a little more defense if you stick with Goku. But Gogeta, even without going to Goku, is pretty good defensively, and even without staying in Vegeta, he's pretty good offensively. This guy, however, does matter. It feels like matters a little bit more. If you really want him to be defensive, because he can take damage from those big boss super attacks. Before supering, at least. After supering, I would say he's pretty good, but before supering, I would say you're risking it. But he does counter, however, with Furious Power, right? And when receiving a normal attack, counters with Furious Power, so he's countering. He's still not like downplay his defense, right? He's still great defensively, great offensively. But if you really want him to really be good at defense, like take double digits for those big boss super attacks, you're really gonna want to stick with Vegeta. If you want him to do those like 20 million crits counters, you really want to stick with Goku, right? But yeah, and he also has Scouter too as well. Now this guy's active skill, which is probably the best part, which is why he's placed above. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that he is. They both are Earth protecting heroes and or Batar category allies. Ki plus 2, attacking defense plus 40%. Now again, it's the same ability, right? This guy gets the defense, so Ki plus 1, defense plus 40%, and this guy gets Ki plus 1, attack plus 40%, right? For these guys, but once you go on the Vegeta, you get both of them, right? Which is the same thing for this guy, right? Same thing. But once you do Spirit Sword, you get defense plus 30%. Even with this, dude, it's crazy how much, crazy. Even with that and that, he still can take like 300k. It's very surprising. Directs enemies attacks. I think it's against criticals. I think crits kind of like bypass some of this like big defense he has, and can really do some things. But basically, target ability, and all attacks become critical hits for 1 turn. So basically, it gets guaranteed crit, and he becomes a target ability. So basically, he protects the team. He's supporting the team. He's showing the team where the super attack is. He's countering. He's doing crazy damage with those counters, right? And he greatly his attacking defense for 1 turn. So that's why the guy is second, right? Finally, but not least, we have the Super Saiyan 4s. Now, I know people are like, most people do this, right? This is how most people place, I feel like, the list right there. At least for these 4, right? But this is how I'm placing it, because at first I like this unit a lot. But let me just read out the kit, and then I'll kind of more explain, right? So he has a similar ability to the Gods, where he has 77% DR for 1 turn. He has similar ability. His kit is 1-to-1. I'm not gonna go over his kit, right? It is 1-to-1. I'm pretty sure with the Gods kit. I'm like 99% sure it is all the same for the Gods and both. But there is big differences once they transform, however, and same transformation condition as always, and same ability. I'm pretty sure the same ability for their active skill as well, but I'll go over that too. So they get the DR for 1 turn, attack plus 30%. Okay, all looks the same so far, and also this is all the same. Pretty sure. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is all the same. This might be different though. I'm not sure about that might be different, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure this is all the same. Yeah. Okay. Attacks are effective against all types. Guards all attacks. High chance of rolling a critical hit. Launch an additional super attack. And forces enemy super attack. So I'm pretty sure the gods have. I almost want to pull them back up. Actually, hold on. I just want to get the comparison so I can really explain why they're better. Why the Super Saiyan 4s are so much better. So they don't get Scouter, right? They don't get a Scouter. So that's a big difference. And this is guaranteed Scouter, right? This guy just sees. He gets Scouter, and once you transform, you get it through the entire fight. There's no time limit like there usually is. You just get it. This guy also launches a super attack while this guy does not there. Of course, this guy does do more super attacks in total with like these abilities right there. This guy doesn't get that. So this guy does do more super attacks in total. But high chance. Oh, so everything else is the same there. But this is a big difference, right? That's a huge difference, right? For every 4 turns, for 4 turns from this character, ensuring Rainbow changes key spheres of a certain type to Rainbow key spheres again, same ability. Different ability though. Chance of avoiding critical hit, that stays the same for every Rainbow key sphere obtained, but damage reduction 10% for every Rainbow key sphere obtained. So he's getting 50% DR. I'm sorry, not 50%. So at max of 50%. Let's say like an average of 30%. I feel like 3 Rainbow Orbs for a Rainbow Orb Changer, especially for the 4 turns, is pretty easy to get off. Now once this goes off, you could argue maybe like 1 or 2. But I feel like that's enough, like 20% plus guard. I mean, that's basically what the Gohan and those other guys had, basically, right? So I mean, he's good. He's good against normals, right? But against big boss super attacks, he could struggle a little bit. But let's keep reading. When activating the active skill or when key is 24, attack plus 50%. That didn't change. When receiving an attack, damage reduction 50% within the turn when HP is 50% or less. So he also gets a freebie, almost like the gods. Like they get this ability right here. They get guaranteed dodge. They get 50% DR, which is pretty much gonna make them tank anything in the game, especially if you have like 1 or 2 Rainbow Orbs. I mean, yeah, right. But if it was just this, if it ended there, this guy, I feel like would be here. But due to this broken ability, oh my gosh, due to this broken ability right here. Okay, so when receiving a super attack, great chance of nullifying and countering. This is any super attack, by the way. So in dodge canceling does not cancel nullification. So this nullifies it. So you can't cancel nullification. There's no boss, I don't think, in the game that cancels nullification. So great chance. So 70% chance, basically 70% chance of dodging and countering, but none of the disadvantages of having dodge on your team, right? But in case this doesn't proc, which is more likely not going to happen, right? It's most likely going to proc, and he's going to counter. He's going to do damage back. He's basically going to say "fuck you" for free for every super attack. No gimmicks allowed. No for only 4 turns. Nope, for just entire fight. And you can see where the super attack is, so you can. I mean, if you want to, you can place him just in front of it and just or avoid it at all costs, right? Okay, but then he also, in case you don't proc this, nullifies it and counters for tremendous power when facing only one enemy, which most of the time is going to be happening, right? Whose HP is 50% or less. That's not that hard of ability to get, right? I mean, it's really not. So if the enemy HP is 50% or less, you get guaranteed nullification and countering. Now you only get it once, right? So if you get back on rotation, he hasn't done it. Then it's back to 70% chance of 70% chance to nullify. But still, this ability right here is crazy, right? I mean, this. So basically, you can see the super attack and get rid of it, basically, right? And you can dude, this guy's just crazy, right? He's great defensively. He can take normals, really. I mean, he's guaranteed taking normals. In case he doesn't nullify, I guess. I mean, if you are relying on this, you're still probably gonna tank it, even if you don't nullify it, right? Because you got these 2 abilities. Oh, you also got this ability. So right, yeah. I mean, dude, look at this. These 2 abilities work. I mean, dude, this guy's crazy, dude. And you get this guy permanently from turn 4. You can activate this guy and just have him all the time. And nothing runs out besides for this. This is the only thing that's like temporary, basically. Oh, no, this guy's all this is temporary. But whatever, dude. You don't even need these 2 abilities, right? You get rid of these 2 abilities, and he's still goated, right? And that's why this guy's first slot. This guy's just insane. Anyways, I kind of separated them into tiers. This has changed a lot, though. I've changed my mind on a couple things. I think it's kind of like, yeah, if I want to make a new one right here. The Piccolo represents the Demon King Piccolo. This tier list doesn't have it because it's a free-to-play, but I think this looks good. I almost want to say like that almost. Like if I had a separate it. Yeah, like that. I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah. No, we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah. Okay. I like this. I like this. This is how I separate them for sure. I don't know. But this is a bit of a whatever thing. Whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Obviously, I hope you guys, agree with them. If you don't, let me know like what you disagree with. Maybe you think, oh no, he's still not better than Gogeta. I still think he is though. I mean, basically he's doing everything Gogeta is, but better. Basically, I feel like, but whatever. I mean, you could argue this. I feel like, but I feel like that's just a bit of a stretch, right? I don't know, man. I feel like this is the most you could argue because this guy does have like the target ability and all that. But I feel like just, I mean, this guy's just so good. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.